Alright guys, here is part 2 of Cafe D's mukbang, and oh man, this thing fell. It's no pretty no more. Okay. Well, so I already did my photo shoot. These are panna cottas. I've never had a panna cotta before, so apparently these things kind of start to melt. We have a green tea panna cotta over here. And so I did a photo shoot, and so it's been a little while. I think these things need to be refrigerated to kind of hold their form. They look a little gelatinous. Look at it, it's a little bit. Maybe I can give you a close-up. Perfect jiggle right there. Just the perfect jiggle. Kind of like you. Okay, I was gonna. Well, I'll say it. Kind of like you slap a booty and see it jiggle. Perfect jiggle. All right, and then this one actually looks the best. It's the pumpkin. Now I will admit I don't particularly enjoy pumpkin as a flavor, but I will say that this one looks the best. And this one probably undercover tastes the best. It is, I don't know, I haven't tasted any of them yet. It is a black sesame panna cotta. All from Cafe D from Darren Lai, and it's my mukbang. The second, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Am I? Mukbang, bong muk. And again, this mic. Okay. Apparently I've never used the recording software before. Well, anyways. Man, where should we be? Let's just eat this one. This one is starting to melt off the side. Mostly because I was trying to what do you call it? Decorate it. These are like I don't even know what you would call these things. They're crispy things. They're sweet crispy things. And then like I put it here, I changed my mind and it just started falling apart. So let's see. All right, here goes. It's very green tea. This is some people say, so it's got like a kind of a jello-ish, not the jello's a little bit more slimy. This one more kind of melts in your mouth, kind of like fat, and it literally melts in your mouth. A very strong green tea flavor, not too sweet actually. And Darren had mentioned that he likes to make things that he likes to eat, and he doesn't make these like too sweet on purpose, and I like it. I like the strong green tea flavor. As I was gonna say before, some things say green tea and you can barely taste the green tea. This has a very strong green tea. Like, you're not gonna eat this and wonder what flavor it is. It's green tea. I have now experienced a panna cotta, and I like it. It's like it melts in your mouth. It's like a jello that kind of melts in your mouth. You know, jello, you still kind of have to chew it, and then after you chew it, it has pieces, and this one, it just dissolves in your mouth. I don't know if you heard the crunch, but this crunchy thing is not just for decoration. Like, once you get it in your mouth and you get the melty panna cotta in your mouth, it's a great contrasting kind of, because you're used to the thing melting in your mouth, and then you start chewing this, and it just and it's sweet. The crunchy part on top carries a lot of sweetness, so that if you wanted more sweetness, you can kind of sweeten it yourself with eating the crunchy part. I think tomorrow is an election day. I hope you all went out and voted, because I'm not going to. So you guys better vote for me. You want to know why I don't vote? It's because I'm kind of ignorant to politics. I don't really get involved. I think it's all rigged into the sesame. So I already know what this crunchy part tastes like, so I'm gonna save that for next bite. See what the black sesame tastes like. This is literally the first time I've eaten a panna cotta. Well, second time because this green tea one was my first time. Black sesame panna cotta will be the second panna cotta I've ever tried in my life. All right. I mean, I don't know if I'm stating the obvious here, but this thing tastes like black sesame throughout. Like, the pure essence of black sesame is contained in this panna cotta. So I know now what a panna cotta is. I know what to expect when I go to a restaurant and I'm like, panna cotta, right? And then now I'm expecting whatever flavor it is to be, it tastes exactly like that flavor, because I assume he calls this a black sesame panna cotta. It's just an infusion of black sesame with this gelatinous, melty, buttery kind of feel in your mouth. And it's sweet, but it's like, it's not very sweet. It's hard to kind of explain. How would I compare it with something that is of similar sweetness? I'll let you know later if I think of something that's like sweet but not very sweet. And he does this on purpose. Obviously, he could just dump a lot of sugar if he wanted to. So I think this is how like a panna cotta is supposed to be sweet. Back to why I don't vote. You literally aren't making a difference. But you really aren't. Like, look, I live in California. I know the Democrats are gonna take it in California. What really is the point of me voting in California? I mean, if I was in a swing state like, I don't know, Pennsylvania, I might consider voting and then probably still not do it. The only reason I'm talking about politics is because in my last video I just kept talking about the food, and then, you know, you eat for 15 minutes, you run out of things to talk about the food. It's good, it's like an orgasm in your mouth, and how many times can you say that? And my girlfriend pointed out that, because last video was my first ever mukbang, I don't even know how to say this word. My girlfriend told me, because I've never watched a mukbang, and I'm like, I don't get out much. She said, honey, you know, you're supposed to talk about things other than the food. Like, you could talk about it when you first start eating it, but like, you gotta talk about other stuff, like what you think about life and current events and things. So, tomorrow is the election. Today is November 2nd. I think it's Monday. And then, so November 3rd, Tuesday, is one official election day. And the reason I don't vote is because it's not like I don't care, right? Obviously I live in society, I care. But ever since about college, I took a class called Electing the President at USC. It's an undergrad class, and it was taught by Susan someone. She was the campaign manager for Dukakis, 1980 something. She was the first female campaign manager, by the way. And so we could look, I forget her name. But she actually told me that it doesn't actually matter that you vote or not. She kind of put it in my head that it's all rigged. It's all decided already. It's not, you really don't make a difference by voting. So why would I waste my time in something that doesn't matter? Now, you know, blah 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 blah, people are gonna say this or that. So we all have our own opinions. You vote, I don't vote, whatever. I don't rail you about your decision. You shouldn't rail me about mine. This tastes like black sesame. Like I've never tasted black sesame before until I ate this dish. You know, like I've tasted things that are supposed to be black sesame. I've had black sesame like boba tea, and then sometimes when you drink black sesame boba tea, you're like, wasn't this supposed to be black sesame? This just tastes like something else. Unmistakable what this is supposed to be. All right. I try not to cuss in these anymore because I know I have family members watching. Sometimes the reason I cuss is because, like Gary V, like I'm not the one who said this first, but that's how I think, you know? Like when You know, some people think in Chinese, some people think in English, some people think in pictures, other people think in sounds. I think in cuss words. I see something I don't like, I'm like, F this. Suck my donkey, you know? I mean, like, I think in cuss words. I'm sorry, like, it takes me an extra conscious effort to not use these words, to not offend people. Okay. It's actually the pumpkin one is good. I will say that normally I like when we get pie from Marie Callender's, my girlfriend and I, pumpkin pie is like the last of my choice, okay? Because it's not like I dislike it. I'll eat it. But just the pumpkin flavor is not all, but this is good. This actually does not like see, these things tasted like what they were supposed to taste like. Like this kind of doesn't taste like pumpkin in a way. Like it's like a pumpkin infused panna cotta, even though it's got pumpkin slices on it. Like these don't even look like pumpkin slices. They look like caramelized pieces of, I don't know, mango. They look more like mango than pumpkin. It's interesting. It's interesting that the one that I thought I wasn't gonna like, I actually like. Now let's eat one with a crunchy piece and with a pumpkin and with the panna. The interesting thing is that this panna cotta, the pumpkin one, actually has a different texture. It's a little bit more solid. The other ones were like more soft, and this one is a little bit more just solid. Nope. I hope it's still recording. Okay, my screen went dark. I hope I don't lose this footage. Back to why I'm not gonna vote. You know, I think people that get involved are a little bit ignorant themselves. Well, because like, look, man. Look, shouldn't like 10 people have a legitimate chance of getting elected president? Let's just, maybe I'm asking too much. Could we at least have 3 parties, you know, with a legitimate chance of winning? I really feel like, let's put it this way, all right? How many here have gone to college, okay? If you haven't, sorry, I'm just using this as an example. You remember when you went to college? There were a lot of choices. Everybody wants to go to the Ivy Leagues, okay? But let's just say that you limit yourself to the Ivy Leagues. How many Ivy Leagues are there? Like 20 or 10? I don't remember. 7? Alright, well, let's say you limited yourself to the top 20 schools. Obviously, you want to go to like one of the top 5 or the Ivy League, top 7, something. But we don't always get what we want. Sometimes we have to settle for UCLA, okay? Because we couldn't get into USC. Haha, zing. Just kidding. Not really. I went to USC. Alright. But, sometimes we have to settle. Sometimes we get what we want. My point is, we have a choice when we go to college, okay? We kind of have a choice. We have a choice where we apply, and when we get accepted, we have a choice where to go of the ones that accepted us, okay? That one is good. I commend you, Darren from Cafe D, for making a pumpkin dish that I actually like. Because never have I actually tried anything pumpkin that I like. The pumpkin pie from Marie Callender's is almost borderline on my dislike meter. It's just sweet enough to qualify as something I'll eat if I have to. Alright. Let's cleanse the palate with some ginger green tea. Back to why I don't vote. Because I don't feel like I have a choice. Alright? Like if you tell me to flip a coin and then pick heads or tails, and you're like, that's your president, that's kind of like, that's not a choice. You give me out of the whole world, I have to pick out of 2 people? No. No. I'm not going to play your game. Okay? That's a stupid game. I want to feel like I have a choice. Not just feel like I have a choice. I want to actually have a choice. It's like, okay, Put yourself in the Democrats or the Republican shoes. One or the other. I feel like both parties are like, both of them are pissed off. Like if the Republicans win, they kind of get what they want, but they still have Trump. You know what I'm saying? And the Democrats, like who actually wanted Biden? I don't know. Like most people I know wanted Andrew Yang or Bernie Sanders, and they're like, somehow they got stuck with Biden. It also, like, even when you win, you lose. You don't even get the candidate that you actually wanted. It's bullshit. So I just, I remain more, not so much ignorant, but just more like, it's rigged. Why would I play in a rigged game? You know. I'm gonna say the Black Sesame is my favorite one. And see, look, I think you do have to keep these refrigerated. They like, you don't think that they would melt, but I think they do. These must have like butter in it or something. I don't know. They get like a little melty at room temperature. Good thing I took the pictures first. Well, it's not like I'm gonna do the mukbang and then take the pictures, because then, like, what kind of picture is that gonna make? Actually, that looks pretty artistic right there. Kind of looks like a penguin. You see that? It looks like a fat penguin. Yeah. Have you ever seen a fat penguin before? I haven't. This is the fattest penguin I've ever seen. I like the Black Sesame one. The Black Sesame one was like sweet enough to be like, that's a dessert. There's a toss-up between the Black Sesame and the green tea, actually, because they both really just retain the essence of their flavors really well. I don't know, this green tea is pretty good. Like, this is just straight green tea hitting you every time you put it in your mouth. I mean, even when it melts, it's okay because you can scoop it up. It's not like when ice cream melts. When ice cream melts, you're done. Can't do nothing about it. Darren, my friend, I'm now a panna cotta lover. I don't want to say connoisseur. Fuck it, I'm a panna cotta connoisseur after this. Did I just say a bad word? Damn, sorry. So who y'all voting for? Let me know in the comments. Let me know why. Let me know if you also don't vote. Let me know why you think I'm a dumbass for not voting. As long as you make a comment, I'll be happy. God, let's see what this one looks like. That one looks like a fat penguin too. Maybe a fat pelican with a beak. Let's turn it this way. See what it looks like. A peacock. See, there's the head and then the feathers. This looks like a peacock. A green peacock. Who's ever seen a green peacock? But the most surprising thing is, even though this wasn't my favorite one, or my second favorite one, it's pretty damn good on its own, this pumpkin panna cotta. The pumpkin one, as I mentioned before, it's a little bit more solid. As you can see, this one didn't melt. But it still jiggles like a... No, I'm not going to say that. Like a big fat booty. Boom! It jiggles. I said it. Alright. Kind of looks like egg. The remnants of it. Alright, what is that, guys? I don't know. Looks like egg yolk. That's all I can say. Egg yolk. Well, gosh darn it. This... I busted my panna cotta cherry. Thank you, Darren Lai of Cafe D. I am delighted. I am going to defecate into the toilet. I'm sorry, that's the first word that came to mind. And hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang. Eat Cafe D, www.eatcafed.com. Cafe D _official. I think that's his Instagram. I always get it wrong. Either way, the link's gonna be down in the description. Help my brother Darren out because he's a startup entrepreneur startup restaurateur, and he's trying to get this off the ground. And let me tell you this, he's got the Penang curry fries with beef. I don't know if I pronounced Penang right, but it's a Thai curry fusion fries with curry fries, however you want to say it. I ate it earlier. I'll put that link down in the description too. My very first mukbang. That was delicious. Is that what Cafe D stands for? Delicious. Oh man. 3 of them make me pretty full actually. So these were the small portions. I don't know what his sizes are. You know, you can DM him on Instagram, ask him. These ones actually came in a little plastic portable container because he does a delivery business. So getting them out was kind of tough, but I wanted to kind of show you how pretty they were and not just eat them out of the plastic containers. So he does delivery right now to go. I don't imagine he'll be doing that for much longer. Once he opens his actual restaurant, you'll be having to come to him. Okay, so while he's doing to go, I recommend you get these. He's selling them at very affordable prices, and I don't know, tell him Omar sent you. He might give you a little discount or extra thing. I don't know. Worth a try, right? Support my boy Darren. Hope you guys had a good time. See you next time.